I am so excited to get right to my first guest. Tyler Malek is the co-founder and head ice cream innovator at Salt and Straw Ice Cream. His wildly inventive flavors have really changed the game for small batch ice creams. And now Tyler is sharing some of his favorite recipes in his new cookbook, America's Most Iconic Ice Creams. Tyler, welcome to New Day.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
I'm so excited.
I mean, having ice cream in the morning, like this
We're
is
gonna
a
make
great
some
day.
ice cream, and this is the perfect morning ice cream, honestly. Just like wake and feel refreshed, have a little caffeine.
I know, so what are we making then?
So this is one of my favorite recipes of all time. We're gonna make a matcha ice cream.
Matcha. Matcha is having there's a matcha movement happening.
And I've been making this for almost 15 years. It's a really special recipe to me. And it's so simple. So I'm gonna have you help me out here.
Yes.
We're gonna make ice cream from scratch, which is the easiest thing you can do. And
I would think it would be hard, but no. Okay.
I tell everyone, like, making ice cream at home is so simple.
What went in there first?
This is a little bit of milk.
Okay.
And then I've got sugar. And instead of eggs, we're using a little bit of xanthan gum, which is really easy to get.
Oh.
If you've ever cooked like vegan food, it's like really awesome egg replacer.
And that's kind of good for right now because eggs are so wildly expensive right now, so that actually might be a pro tip.
And the nice thing is we get the same effects as eggs, but we don't get like the flavor of eggs, which matcha and egg don't go quite as well together in this.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Should I start whisking
Go ahead and
now?
stir it together.
Okay.
And
this is heated up too, we should say, right?
Yeah, just a little.
Okay.
Honestly, all we're looking for is just to melt that sugar in. It's so simple. And so this is what ice cream making is. We're really just like kind of adding a little bit of sugar to milk. You want to sweeten it. You also want some of that kind of the antifreeze effect of the sugar, so it's nice and scoopable and it stays decadent even in ice cream.
And
but
why
really
is this one so important to you too? Like it has a fun name, right?
I love this ice cream. So if you come to Salt and Straw, you notice we don't do punny names very often. But this one is actually a really special recipe for me. It was gifted to me, this recipe, by Stephen Smith, who started Steve Smith Tea and is this just really famous tea maker. He started Stash Tea and Tazo Tea, considered probably one of the most like iconic flavor blenders in the world. And so when we first started, he gave me this recipe. It was actually a failed Frappuccino recipe when he was at Starbucks. And there
is such a thing.
And maybe it was too early for its time.
I know,
back in the 2000s.
and he was too innovative.
Too innovative. And so the cool thing is the recipe is so simple. All we're doing is I'm going to add just a little bit more cream, cool it down.
Extra cream, okay.
And then we're gonna add matcha.
The matcha.
And I'll have you kind of whisk this in.
And this is what we're talking about. This was his recipe, right?
So this is ceremonial grade matcha, meaning it's dark, it's a little bit richer, it's got just a nice dustiness to it. And then juice some oranges in it. And this is the beautiful part of this recipe. And something really unexpected. The orange will actually just bring out a little bit of fruitiness.
That's interesting, an interesting combo.
And it actually makes it brighter in color too, which I'm in love with.
Oh.
So you can see as we're blending this.
Am I whisking this too? I mean, let me know.
Great.
Am I
Honestly,
okay, just mixing it.
This is the cool part about ice cream because we're gonna like churn this into an ice cream machine, and that's gonna finish blending it. So this is perfect. If you stop there, you can taste it. Do you want to taste it?
Oh.
You can kind of like
see where we're at right now. Okay.
Simple, really strong matcha.
Gosh. I'm obsessed with matcha. This is so good.
Yeah.
That is different with the
Isn't
orange. I like
so
it.
Great. I know
it's
this
really
is his
bright.
trick, and I've never seen it used before, and I'm in love with this combination. So we make this into ice cream, and we churn it in our machine.
Okay, and how long does it churn in the machine for?
It's been going for about 20 minutes, and you see by the time it comes out, it's so bright. All that matcha gets blended in.
Do I get to dive in and taste it now? Oh my gosh.
Have you made ice cream before at home?
No.
Now you can say you've done it.
I thought
it's
it
so
would be
easy,
so
right?
hard, but you're right. And I guess it would be easier with the ice cream maker. And you have a tip for that too, right?
Yeah, so there's quite a few different ice cream machines you can get at home. You can get the hand crank ones, the pre-frozen bowl ones, or some of these. This is a Breville that works really great.
Fancy.
It's a little fancier. But honestly, they all work great. And even those pre-frozen ones, you can get those like at Goodwill pretty easily. I used to, when I first started Salt and Straw, I got 5 of those for $5 each. And that's what we tested all of our recipes on. So it's really simple just to get into. And also just like fun to kind of have something at home to just constantly be playing with and testing out new recipes. So
this matcha ice cream is to die for. It is so good.
I love this
How
combo.
did you come up with like wanting to have this new cookbook too? Where did this idea come from?
Yeah, so this just came out actually a week ago, and I'm so excited about this book.
Congratulations.
You know, the idea is, you know, when you go to culinary school, you learn the basic recipes, you learn how to make your base sauces, and then that's how you become creative and Michelin star chef. And it's the same with ice cream and pastry in general, like blending these flavors together. We created the most iconic version of French vanilla ice cream for you. So you can make that. We created the most iconic version of chocolate ice cream, of cookie dough ice cream. And then once you learn those as kind of foundation recipes, you start riffing and become so creative in how you think about ice cream and flavor in general. So I had so much fun writing this and kind of bringing you on this almost a travel tour guide of food in the United States.
And there's some recipes in there too, you were saying, that could go on your own ice cream at home too, so walk me through that.
Yeah, so if you're like too nervous to make ice cream at home.
Which now you've seen that you shouldn't be.
So
that
easy,
was easy.
I promise. At the same time, there's like really incredible caramel recipes, like some candied recipes, like some candies, cakes, things like that. Everything we make is designed to go with ice cream and on ice cream, so it doesn't freeze too hard. It's going to stay really gooey, decadent, and that's the idea. Like all of these are just perfect to make ice cream with.
And how do you come up with some of your iconic flavors? Because that's really what you guys are known for. You guys are always switching it up. So where does this come from in your like brain?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I grew up here in Pacific Northwest. I'm in love with the food here. We're based in Portland, Oregon, and so just having so much fun with the flavors that are around us. When I first started, it became this tour of Portland, kind of learning about the different food artisans and chefs, and then, you know, coming to Seattle, and now that we've got a couple here in the city, it's been the same, kind of figuring out the coolest people in the city and how do we learn from them. You know, with brewers like Red Hook, you know, with chefs like Renee Erickson, like how do we partner with them and actually create some really, really unique flavors that no one's ever heard of.
And you brought some other ones today too. So what are some of your other favorite flavors that I should dive in and try?
Okay, I really want you to start here. This is a vanilla ice cream, which I know we just talked about how unique ice cream, you know.
With caramel though, it looks like.
But this is a homemade butterscotch.
Oh.
And I'm telling you, vanilla ice cream, the whole thesis of this book is if you really learn the history and the science of some of these flavors, you will have so much more appreciation for why it's so good. And this is vanilla done at its very, very best. It's so good. A homemade butterscotch, but we're using 3 different types of vanilla to go into this ice cream. It's a custard base, so I just told you we are adding a little bit of egg yolks in there. Very expensive nowadays, but the egg
very
yolks
fancy.
hold the flavor of the vanilla to your taste buds so much longer, and it's so decadent. So I'm in love with this one.
I'm in love. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And your book tour is coming up too. I want to hear how people can find you, get a copy of the
come
book.
Visit. I'm teaching people all across the country how to make ice cream. So this is my mission in life. So come visit. I'll actually be here in Williams-Sonoma, here in Seattle tonight. So if you get a chance, come visit. I'm going to Book Larder tomorrow. And then on Friday, we're doing this really, really cool collaboration with General Porpoise. So we're making some very, very special donuts if you get a chance to come taste.
Whoa, okay, that's a tease. Thank you so much for being here. I really can't decide what's my favorite, but this butterscotch might have changed my life.
Don't tell anyone.
Tyler has a jam-packed book tour, like he just said, including 4 events this week in Seattle. You can check out the locations that you see right there on your screen.
The New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.